We are rowing the Atlantic in memory of my dad, who died by suicide on the 19th of September 2023.
We want to create a legacy for him, really, and make him proud that, he's still in our lives.
And I guess now for us as a family unit, we are one person down and we will be for forevermore, and that's tough. Getting in a rowing boat and rowing 2 hours on, 2 hours off, probably for upwards of 40 days across an ocean.
And most importantly, it's about raising £300,000 plus for an amazing charity that helps people when they need help more than ever.
Suicide & Co. They provided us with free counselling at the very beginning, and they are still a massive support for us.
There's rarely a day that I don't cry. People don't ask about Rob really very much anymore, and they don't talk about him anymore. Whereas obviously at the beginning, everybody talked and talked about their memories.
It is different to other types of loss. Every day there are questions, every day there are the what ifs, every day there are the whys. And when someone asks, are you okay? It's just not a simple answer.
There is this stigma around suicide that is one of shame and potentially one of embarrassment. Those things need to be eradicated completely from society.
I think life has changed dramatically, and we've had to overcome a challenge, and now we're proving that we can, overcome different challenges as well.
An everyday memory of my dad that always makes me laugh is whenever we'd be having any conversation, guaranteed, I'd say 4 or 5 times a day, he would link what we were saying to a famous pop song, and then he'd just start singing.
You're talking and you've got, and you're saying a sentence, and in that sentence might be 9 till 5 Dolly Parton song, and he will then start singing the 9 till 5 song, but only maybe to himself, just humming it by the coffee machine. But he will have a song for everything. He loved his music. He adored it.
He was a very musical man. He couldn't play any instruments. He always used to talk about when he learnt the violin at school and the cat started howling. Everyone said, he was the mover and groover on the dance floor. And, and again, when it came to, Freddie Mercury or whatever, he'd be down on his knees with his electric guitar.
Suicide & Co. has helped me by introducing me to a huge community of people who've experienced the same thing as me. I have been exposed to a community that I never knew existed, and actually that has made me feel a lot less lonely, because it is a lonely place to be.
When I first lost Dad, I didn't think that I would ever be able to feel happiness or joy ever again. And through the counselling service that I had with Suicide & Co, it has made me assess my views and my kind of, my outlook.
And what I found was really helpful was that it gave you an hour to vent stuff that perhaps you couldn't really say to anybody else.
The charity is here to help people not grieve in public, but not feel like they have to grieve in private. Those two things are very different, and there's something in between them where you can feel like there is somebody who will allow you to grieve with them or with their help and with their guidance.
Bereavement by suicide is so common, actually, but it's still so taboo. But also the kind of ripple effect that this is going to have on so many other people that have been bereaved by suicide.
They can be part of the journey from where we are now to where we're going to, taking on a nuts, scary, intimidating challenge, both in terms of physical and in terms of emotional and in terms of fundraising. And then when we get there, for them to feel like they have been part of that leg of that journey, which is mega.
People already think we've been quite brave, and that that it's a monumental challenge.
Because I love my sport and I'm competitive, I'm like, why would we set off not aiming to win the race? The others are much more low-key, and they're like, no, we just want to get across and blah, blah, blah. I think we need to thrash this out as a family. We might be at the back, which is also totally fine.